Very important subject, Bwana Dick. And I agree with you, we have many stalled roads. I want to tell you that we weren't very measured in the way we gave out contracts, because we now have roads that are in the region of 900 billion that we have issued. We have 150 billion shillings that are already outstanding, work done and not paid. So that is something that is eating my head. And I have tried to work out a mechanism. We have in the budget 56 billion shillings this year. I managed to get about 40 billion shillings from China. I am working with other development partners on how we are going to turn around this road thing. I was yesterday and today, I was in this region to unlock some of the roads that were stalled. And I want to give you my commitment that all those roads that were stalled, we are not going to start any new roads until we complete the ones that we have already, that are already stalled. Many people want to push me to say, why don't you start new roads that will have your signature? I'm not interested in having my own signature. I'm interested in building the roads that are already there, because they are Kenyan roads irrespective of who started them. That will be my trajectory. Catherine Ochieng has said, I talked about 2027. She said she's a politician. That's very good. I am also one. And she said she's asking me what is going to happen in 2027. I want to tell Catherine, I am more concerned about what is happening or what will happen to our next generation. 2027 will sort itself out. I want to tell you that the mistake sometimes we make as politicians is always to focus at the next general election. Of course, the next general election is important. But I want to tell you that if we are consumed merely focusing about the next general election, we will never make the right decisions. We must be bold enough to make the right decisions, because sometimes the right decisions are not very popular. And you know, when the right decisions are not popular, you are forced to make the wrong decisions merely because you are concerned about the next election. And that is how we have never made the decisions to change our country. By the way, I intend to make the difficult decision to change Kenya. That is my focus. Even the forming of the broad-based government, many people did not expect me to do that. But I did it because I know for us to be able to implement the most critical decisions that will change Kenya, we need a broader political formation. It is important that we sacrifice some space for us to have a broader foundation, for us to be able to do the heavy lifting that will make Kenya progress. I am very clear that 2027 is going to sort itself out. Just watch this space. On the shipyard, I don't have a direct answer on what to do with the shipyard. I have taken the information you have told me. I will have a conversation with the county government so that we know exactly what to do around the shipyard. I do not have the real information now as to what actually became of the 24-hour economy around the shipyard. I know for a fact that the shipyard is an important component of the development of Kisumu as a town, but that should not compromise on the incomes of Kenyans who are benefiting from the space around there. So that is homework for me, Catherine. I hope you don't mind I can go and do some homework. Yeah? Sawa sawa. And then Sospita. Are you a shareholder? Let me tell you, Sospita, that we all agreed, yeah, that we are all shareholders of this country, each and every one of us. Every Kenyan has a right. Every taxpayer has a right. And I want to promise you that we have agreed, all of us, that we must get rid of the politics of ethnicity, the politics of exclusion, the politics that creates divisions amongst us. And that is why I took the earliest opportunity to create a broad-based government, because I believe in the unity of Kenya. And I believe every Kenyan, whether they voted for me or did not vote for me, not only deserves development, but they can also get a position in my government. If it was strictly the people who voted for me, you know, the situation would be different. So I just want to give you assurance. You need to relax. There will be no exclusion on account of how you voted. We're going to move together as a country. On the people who demonstrated, you have told me that there are people who were abducted. My good friend Sospita, I made a commitment to the people of Kenya, and I want to look you in the face, that under my administration, I do not want a situation where a Kenyan disappears. There were days when people were found 2030 in the YALA here, executed. I want to promise you and to promise the people of Kenya that under my administration, there will be no Kenyans in the YALA or any other river or in any other place. If, my good friend Sospita, and I am here, if there is a family, any family, that their child or their friend or their relative went to a demonstration, whether it is last year or this year, and never came back, I want to know the names, because I will take firm and decisive action. Because as I talk to you today, I don't have a single name of somebody who has been abducted or disappeared. And the Minister for Interior, the PS for Interior is here, Raymond. If Sospita, kama uko na jina, mtu alienda maandamano, akapotea, hajulikani mahali yuko, tunataka jina yake, familia yake wakuje, patia huyu mungwana hiyo majina, we will deal with that situation. Because Kenyans have a right and freedom of association, right? Within the parameters of the law. And no Kenyan should be subjected to any inhuman treatment because of their political persuasion. The other subject you have said is, what are we going to do with those who are injured? Again, we are developing a framework, because I made a commitment to the people of Kenya that we are going to consider those who went through, especially the people who died in the demonstrations, how we are going to support their families to make sure that these people are attended to. Again, we are working, the Ministry of Interior is working. I assembled the cabinet the other day. They are working on the numbers, and we will see how we are going to work together on that program. Yeah, I think those are the questions that were asked. I will take another round of questions. I will start now from here. Yes.